Hello, my name is Madison Beerbaum. I'm here today to talk about a heat wave in Antarctica that melted about 20% of the island's snow in just 9 days. This was published by Scotty Andrew from CNN on February 24th, 2020. So, just to summarize this article, nearly a quarter of Antarctica's island was scorched in a 9 day heat wave. During this time, much of the land beneath the ice cap was exposed and pools of meltwater opened up on its surface. Due to this is due to the heat trapping gas pollution from humans, and these ice caps will only continue to melt rapidly. Antarctica's ice sheets contain enough water to raise global sea levels by nearly 200 feet. So, why is this important? Since 1880, we've seen about an 8 inches in sea level rise due to global warming, and the rate of this rise is only increasing. Scientists believe we will see a rough 2 to 5 more feet of sea level rise just in this century alone, but that's largely going to be affected of how, as humans, we're making that better or worse. Scientists also project that the Earth's average temperatures will increase between 2 to 12 degrees Fahrenheit. So two fundamental processes that mainly cause a sea level rise, and that'll be thermal expansions of existing water. They're getting hotter, so they're expanding. And then also the meltwater, the ice caps melting in Antarctica, for example. So who is affected by the sea level rises? So relative small changes in the average sea level will have a dramatic impact on our environment. Coastal areas are a big important part. So they are very densely populated around our world. And so they see a lot of physical damage, economic losses, and they've already seen this from coastal storms, hurricanes, tsunamis. And there's a decline in water quality. So due to combined impacts of effluent and high water temperatures and changes in runoff, we see saltwater is also intruding into our coastal groundwater, which is impacting certain wildlife species. We're putting our wildlife at risk. We have 233 threatened and endangered species alone. So, what can we do? The social ecological model will help us categorize this. As an individual, we can reduce green gas use or our footprint. We can take public transport. We can use LED lights, reduce our garbage use, plant our own trees. People underestimate the individual impact that we can have. At an interpersonal level, we can have a large portion of our world that is concerned about climate change get together, join groups, social networking, get together to find ways to take further action. At an organizational level, I chose two examples. One, the U.S. Climate Action Network. Their mission is to build trust and alignments among members to fight climate change in a just and equitable way. Or there's the Blue Planet Foundation. I think they're mostly based out of Hawaii, but they are trying to get 100% green gas free life and how to do that. Or we can go into the community. We can have thoughtful community planning, make better street patterns. So we one, reduce driving, and two, have better walking distances for people. So we reduce driving again. Or we build green, especially in larger cities. There's large residential and commercial buildings, and they need heat, cooling, lighting. So that's a lot of energy being used up. If we build them green, that is a lot of emissions just stopped there. Or there's public policy. The Clean Air Act. We all know that. The EPA is required by this act to reduce greenhouse gases by working with our states. We have the Building Resilience Against Climate Effects, which is called BRACE, the BRACE framework. It identifies likely climate impacts in our communities, potential health effects associated with these impacts, and their most at-risk populations and locations. This framework helps the states to develop, implement health adaptation plans and address gaps in these critical public health locations. And my references. Thank you.